Candace or Gwendolyn, do you want to weigh in on whether or not the online surveys match your experience?
I'll go ahead. I think yes. And the idea of figuring things out, and partly because we also made a lot of, our generation made a lot of progress in terms of relationships and gender dynamics. And so we were uniquely born into very new laws that changed everything. And so at the end of the 60s, you have in the United States the Supreme Court rules against anti miscegenation laws, which means that you can now get married. It's legal to somebody outside of your race or ethnicity. And then you have Title IX. So there's money put into sports. And when the women US soccer team won in the 90s, people were saying these are Title IX babies. And then you've got Star Wars and Princess Leia, and you've got Wonder Woman and Charlie's Angels. And it wasn't perfect. It was women getting ahead, but you still had to be rail thin and beautiful to do it. So it was a few steps forward. But these laws, oh, and also that women can have their own bank accounts, these laws really changed what generations or a couple decades later were feeling in terms of marriage and relationships. And so I think that we were like on the cusp or just being born into it differently than our parents or our grandparents or even millennials, because millennials got to be born into these laws where it just became the cultural norm. And then with Gen Z and Gen Alpha, everything comes to them. Whereas Gen Xers, we had to go out and find things and figure things out. Right now, you don't need to put any effort into anything. And so then that has kind of like some cultural rifts. But anyway, I don't want to be too hard because I have Gen Z students and I love them.
I have
That's
Gen
all I'll
Z
say about
kids, so I'm the last person who will be hard on Gen Z.
Yeah,
Candace, when you like, do you match
of
the
course.
quiz?
Well, I don't take the quizzes. I didn't
Ah,
even know there were quizzes, but I am so Gen X, it's not even funny. But I want to add to what Gwendolyn was saying because in 1963, it was illegal for my parents to get married in the state that they lived in. It was before the Loving decision, 1963. That wasn't very long ago.